Hello, and welcome to Live Every Day. You guys, good morning. It's Friday, which is so fantastic. We have all made it to the end of the week and we get started out together. Hello, good morning, nobody, and good morning, Sing. Nice to see you guys here. Hello. Welcome to Backchannel, everybody. Hopefully, you were all tuned in to Allison and to Haley. They are so fantastic. And producer Will, oh my gosh, how great are they? So they're on from 6 to 8 every morning, which is Eastern time. Every time I say a time, it's Eastern, which I'm on the East Coast. Well, I'm not really on the East Coast. You know where I am? I'm in the famous flyover state of Ohio. I'm still here. I'm in Columbus. I'm in Columbus, Ohio. And but they're on East Coast time, which I don't understand because they're not by any east or a coast. So anyway, here in Ohio, which has been absolutely lovely. This show today is from 8 to 10 Eastern, and then you get a little bit of a break. So, Alexis, good morning. Hello. I hope everyone's doing really, really well. I am, of course, having my Marriott cup of coffee that came with the room, and it's lovely. Cheers to Friday, everybody. So today is Catfish Friday. That's what we call it here on the show. We've named every single day. My hair is still wet. I apologize, everybody. I don't blow dry my hair. I don't know if anybody knows that. It's a little bit of a fun fact. I live in Houston, and it's so humid out there. It's just gross when you blow dry it. So I just got into the routine of not doing that. So I don't. So it is a little wet today. I need to get some good coffee, Anna says. I do, and I need a bagel as well. Well, I mean, we'll see. Apparently, there's some great things here in Ohio, and let's talk about that, shall we? Because Catfish Friday is about the things on the planet that you thought were going to be fantastic, and they turn out awful, or you thought they were going to be awful, and they turn out fantastic. So, a great example is Ohio. I am here in Ohio, and it was not a thing for me. Like, I was not into the state before. How many of you have been to Ohio? If you have been to Ohio, let me know. Type on backchannel.tv, or if you've got an Echo Show device, you can speak to your device and say to it what you want to tell me, and it'll come up, and I'll be able to see it and respond to you. But I think everybody's listening today. So go to backchannel.tv, and you can type into the chat in real time, and I will be able to respond. That's what's happening here on Backchannel. That's what makes this so unique and different. And I can even be on the road and still a part of your morning. So let me know if you've been to Ohio. I didn't have a lot to say about Ohio before I got here. I definitely got catfished by this state. People constantly had said things about it. You know, it's a flyover state, which that's such an ugly thing to say. I don't know what that really means. I guess it means, obviously it means you fly over it in a plane. Nisha, good morning. Hello. But is that because you're going to the West Coast or the East Coast? Is that what they mean by that? Because you're not going to stop. People can stop in Chicago. Chicago's not on a coast. So anyway, maybe that's where they're going. So Ohio was not, it was one of the very last states I've ever been to in my life. I've gone to all 50. And I think this was number 49 actually for me. 48, 49. It was in the bottom part. And here's what's so funny. I am in Ohio all the time now. Like, now I'm here constantly, and I've fallen in love with this state. I totally got catfished by this state. But why? Like, why? You know, this is what's so interesting. And I've kind of thought about this a little bit. Places that we hear about that aren't jazzy, you know what I mean? That aren't like whatever. Arkansas, Oklahoma. I'm trying to think. Like, there's a lot of states, you know, Indiana. Like, there's just a lot of states that nobody's like, oh, yeah, that's my state. And it's kind of sad. And I wonder, though, if the people that live in the state, and if you've been there, again, let me know. I want to know if you've been to Ohio or a different flyover state. Is it something that they try to keep to themselves? You know, New Yorkers are really proud about being New Yorkers. People from California are really proud about being from California. Texans are super proud of being from Texas. Good morning, Rachel, who is out in Texas, and good morning to Fitz and Quinn, if they're listening. So are these states, is this intentional? I've actually heard about this. I've actually heard about like people like purposely like dying things down, putting things under the radar because they don't want other people to know about it. So is that what happens to these places that in the United States, I'm sure other countries as well, that nobody goes to, nobody knows about? And then when you do go and show up, you're like, wait a second, this is kind of amazing. Did you guys mean to do that? Good morning, Eric. There's a friend in Texas. Hi, friend. So yeah, what do you think about that? Do we get catfished intentionally by people who know we've got some good stuff over here and we do not want to share it? Let's take an example. Hi, Dowd. Good morning. Of what's happened in the state of Texas during the pandemic. You have had a huge rush of people moving here. Well, I'm not here right now. I'm in Ohio, but moving there where Eric and Rachel are. Oh, good morning, Mindy. Hi, friend. Mindy's also in Texas. We've had a huge surge of people move out to our state. We brag about it a lot. We talk about it all the time. And I don't think people feel like they get catfish. I feel like people get to Texas and they're like, there's this whole, saying in Texas, like, I wasn't born in Texas, but I got here as soon as I could, or whatever. We have a lot of sayings in Texas. But you don't hear this kind of draw coming from Kansas. You don't hear this kind of draw coming from Idaho. Why is that? Eric Mill says, newsflash, Texas is full, in all caps, no vacancies. It's true. Our whole, everyone is here. You guys are probably all here. You probably aren't actually where you think you are. You all live in Texas. I'm not here. I'm not in Ohio. I'm in Texas. Seriously. I mean, it's kind of crazy. And so now that I spend so much time in Ohio, I really have thought about this. I've really thought about, are they catfishing us? Did they get together and have a town meeting and say, here's the deal. We're going to keep this place to ourselves. We're not dumb like the Texans. We're going to go ahead and we're going to tell everybody, it's Ohio. And then they have the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We're like, okay, fine. They can come visit. They can come visit. But we don't want them to move here. We don't want them to live here. Columbus is actually fantastic. I went out in Columbus in July, and you guys, I thought it was on 6th Street in Austin, Texas. I'm not kidding. I was like, who are all these people? I totally felt catfished by this town. I was like, this is crazy. They do not advertise this at all. We're like, okay, for instance, California. When Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor of California. Does anybody remember? They did a lot. I feel like that's just a lot of wall. They did a lot of commercials when he became governor, which makes sense. I mean, he's a really famous actor, right? And it was all this stuff like, come play with us, in California. And it showed them surfing and it showed them, the Hollywood scene. But then it showed the national parks and it showed all this other parts to California that was outside of Hollywood that had nothing to do with what we all think about. It was like, come be here, come whatever. And you felt very invited. You were like, okay, I have never seen a commercial like that for North Dakota, ever. I don't think North Dakota is the same as California, but I've never seen one. I'm just saying I find it interesting. So I would love to know, what is a state that you have visited that catfished you? Either way, you either thought this is going to be the best state ever. I've wanted to come here my whole life. You show up. It was awful. You hated it. Okay. You were like, this isn't anything that I thought. Or I went to hear about a state that you were like, it's a flyover state. These poor people, we should pray for them. They have to live here. And then you get here and you're like, this is great. I love it. Does anyone have a state that they've been catfished by? Anna says that Columbus is actually one of the tech capitals of the United States and a huge test market for food and all the things. I can attest for that. The food in Columbus is shockingly wonderful. Not just kind of good. Not just kind of oh, that's cute. They're trying. They're in Ohio. It's great. Everything is really great. And you're like, where am I? This is not a metropolis. This is not LA, Chicago, Houston, Dallas, Austin, New York. There's got to be other places. Miami. This is Columbus, Ohio. But also, what is there to do? Let's eat. Let's do that. Anna says they have a lot of food halls in Ohio. So let's Mindy says she loved South Dakota. It's simply stunning. That's true. Like, that's the thing. People, I think one of the, Mindy, I don't know if you agree with this, and Eric, I think Arkansas is shocking. Shocking. Like, you get to Arkansas and you're like, what is this place? This is Arkansas? Because you hear about, oh, my cousin's cousin married his cousin, and we all live in Arkansas, and we all have like one dog and no teeth. And like, we hear horrible things. People stereotype states all the time, which is, it's just ugly. It's just mean, and it's just ugly. And then you go to these places and the people are fantastic. They're not all married to their cousins. They all have teeth. It's like, what are we doing to each other? It's just mean girls. And then the states are gorgeous. The Ozark Mountains are absolutely beautiful. My parents say all the time that the United States is gorgeous and it has absolutely everything that everybody else has. It's true. And yeah, Arkansas is full of mountains and rivers. I don't know. I'm just saying, I think it is a catfish situation. You're told these things about these states your whole life. You hear these stereotypes, which is so silly. It's like, it's a state. It's where people live. And then you go there and you're like, is it bad that I like this place? Like, you kind of feel weird. I have to be honest. I have finally just said, I like Ohio. Deal with it. I do. I like it. I really do. It's like sitting here thinking, like, do I? Yeah, I really do. And it's not just because I love the people here. I really like this state. And I just find it really, really shocking. So, you know, I have to say, I haven't spent that much time in South Dakota, Mindy. I did go to South Dakota. I have been, like I said, to all 50 states. But when I was there, I thought it was great. There is one state that I am not a fan of. And everybody, I'm sure, has a state that they're just like, it's not my place. Anna says New Mexico is a state that she loves. White Sands is so cool. And that's my favorite part of New Mexico is White Sands. Anna prefers Northern California over LA and San Diego. I think most people say that. You very rarely hear people say, I don't know if I've ever heard anyone say, LA is my favorite city in the United States. You hear San Francisco a lot. You hear New York. You hear Miami. You hear, Austin. Like, you hear some pretty big cities, but you rarely hear LA. A lot of people don't have a lot of great things to say about LA. They say it's not pretty. The traffic is crazy. Everybody is like, hustling. I don't know. New York is hustling, but in a different way. And I think they're a little bit more upfront about it, I guess. I don't know. I think that's interesting. I haven't been to LA since I was a kid. So I'm hoping to go soon because I'd like to reacquaint myself with LA. And there are some really great people all over. And that's the thing that's really neat is that I think another thing about getting catfished about people is I, for one, am a huge fan of New Yorkers, not just because I love New York City. I think they're really actually fantastic, kind people. And they have a reputation for being jerks. They have a reputation of, we're New Yorkers, we don't care, And I don't find them any more offensive than any place else. There's some other places I've been that I'm like, wow, you guys are actually, to be honest, I've had more trouble with people in the Midwest with personality than being very, cold and not very like hospitable. I feel like the cultures on the East Coast are very family oriented and they're like, oh, we just really want to embrace you. You got the South, which is like, oh, we're just so hospitable to everybody. Now there's problems in each one of these cultures, period. Okay, everybody, like, no one is shiny. Okay, no one is shiny. But yeah, I find the Midwest very passive aggressive. They are very passive aggressive, and they are also like, I feel like they don't want to go out of their way. And I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's because we've shunned them for so long. And we're like, you're a nothing state. And you guys are a nothing. And they're just like, fine, then we're going to treat you like nothing. I don't know. Anyway, it's interesting to think about the places that are on this planet. But yes, Mindy's right. The Black Hills and the Badlands of South Dakota are absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Good morning, April. Hi. Hope you are doing well. So Anyway, welcome to Friday. Welcome to Catfish Friday. And as we always talk about on this show, it's Live Every Day, but let's talk about what the world is celebrating today. And you're not going to believe this because if you listened a few weeks ago, we might have to revisit this concept, Anna. Today is National Maple Syrup Day. We had a conversation about, do you say syrup? Do you say syrup? I think I say syrup. Does it matter? I don't think it really matters. Do you even have maple syrup? In the South, we grew up with Mrs. Butterworth's. Does anybody know what Mrs. Butterworth's is? God, I love that syrup. That is my favorite syrup. More than Aunt Jemima, I love Mrs. Butterworth's. And I go back and forth about maple syrup. When I'm in Vermont, which I act like I go there all the time. I've been once. When I'm in Vermont, of course I have maple syrup, Canada, when I've been in Canada, yes, of course. But I have to say, the only reason I buy maple syrup is because it's more like nutritious than, I don't know, than like other things. I'm not sure. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just sitting here thinking, I'm like, does it really make that big of a difference if it has a bunch of sugar or not? And why are people so into maple syrup? Is it a nostalgic thing or do people really prefer that flavor over like a processed syrup? I guess they do. I don't know. Oh, wait. Mindy and Eric are still talking about the states, and I want to read what they have to say. Mindy says, Missourians, which is how we say that, Missourians are nice to visitors, but people who move there might expect a hard time breaking into a small town culture. They're not big on outsiders. That's interesting. See, and I think it's more of a protection thing. I think that they've been conditioned to protect. I'm sure they've gotten burned by people and they're like, we're not going through that. We're going to come at you, or we're just like shut down. Not all people in New Jersey, disclaimer, but the ones I've met were pretty rude. The Texan in me laughed at how tough they thought they were. So wait, are you saying people in New Jersey are rude, or are you saying that they're not rude? Because if you're saying that they are, I'm going to sit here and say, yeah, I am not a New Jersey fan. My father's from New Jersey. I don't have a lot of nice things to say about New Jersey. But anyway, is that what you're saying? Oh, good. April's doing great. And I hope I am too. I'm doing okay, April. Thank you for asking. I am ready to be home, and that's not happening anytime soon. So, that's how it goes. Very rude. The people in New Jersey are very rude, Eric. Is that what you're saying? Yes. I validate that tremendously. I will take someone from New York any day over someone from New Jersey. I think they have a Napoleon complex. I really do. And I don't mind saying that. It's the day after To Tell the Truth Thursday, and I'm just going to be real. I do. I think they're not New York, and they're just like angry about it. So they're just mean. Yeah, I spent a lot of time there, and you're not wrong. My nose is dripping today because I'm having my coffee. Every time, everybody, anybody who's watched, that's what happens. Anyway, so it's National Maple Syrup Day. It's also National Ugly Sweater Day, Christmas Sweater Day. So anybody who's having a ugly sweater party today, you win. Today's the actual day to do it. Why we made it a national day, I don't really know. You know what I mean? I really don't. And today is Wright Brothers Aviation Day. Anna, you're going to have to tell us, is that because this is the day that they flew? Is this the day? December 17th, is this the day that the Wright brothers went into the sky? I don't think we know. Well, obviously somebody knows. I'm saying I don't think we know. So I don't know. We'll have to get some big feedback on that. Yesterday was the National Eat Anything Dipped in Chocolate Day. And here's the thing. All I wanted was a Buckeye. I don't know if you guys know what a Buckeye is, but here in Ohio, the Ohio State, and you have to say, I've learned, the Ohio State. They are the Buckeyes. A Buckeye is peanut butter balls dipped in chocolate. It's a beautiful thing. It's so fantastic. It's like a Reese's peanut butter cup, but the OG, you know what I mean? But I grew up making, what did we call them? We just called them bonbons, or we called them peanut butter balls. We didn't have anything cool to call them, but here they're called Buckeyes, and it's a thing. Okay. And everywhere you go in Ohio, they're Buckeye popcorn, Buckeye steak. Not really, but it's like it's they get creative with it. So I thought, oh, this is great. I'm in Ohio. Yesterday was National Anything Covered in Chocolate Day. I was like, peanut butter is covered in chocolate. It's called a Buckeye. I'm in the state. I should partake in that. That's something I should absolutely do. And so I didn't get one. I didn't get one at all. And I'm so sad. I actually, to be honest, I have not had a Buckeye in Ohio. And I have been here a lot lately. So we need to fix that. Okay, let's see. Sheila, where is everyone at on the chat? I know, April. Maybe everyone is just a little late today. It's Friday. So, I'm holding out that our friends get here, but we've got Eric and Mindy. They are saying hello to you, April. They say hello. They say good morning. Alexis is here. Rachel's here, but Rachel's usually pretty busy. She doesn't get to talk all the time. Having to sit there and chat with her fingers like on backchannel.tv is a lot for her. She's a friend of mine. So I know that she's busy doing stuff. But I am glad you're here, April. Okay, so let's get a little history behind the Wright brothers holiday, which is today, the national holiday. The history of this holiday can be traced back to the 1960s, so not that long, when a joint resolution of the U.S. Congress declared December 17th, 1963, as Wright Brothers Day. Okay? Although this holiday was originally supposed to be just a one-off holiday celebrated for that 1 year, like it was supposed to be just like a one-time situation, Congress amended the resolution to designate December 17th as Wright Brothers Day going forward. This allows U.S. presidents to issue an annual proclamation encouraging people to observe this holiday. No one knows this. No one knows this. Like, isn't that crazy? I've never heard a president talk about Wright Brothers Day. Also, why is Congress involved? So this is obviously something real. What's God, that's weird. Like I would have never in my life thought that was this big of, first of all, I've never heard of it. I mean, that's the best part about Anna looking up what these national holidays are. It's totally educating me. I did not know any of these things existed or why they exist. But what I really find interesting is who does know and who is observing this. What's also a little fascinating, and the only reason I know this is because y'all know I was staying at the TWA hotel. TWA got started in 1962. So I wonder, like, was aviation going through something in 1963 that's pretty soon after they came on the scene? And they did change. Howard Hughes was a big piece to aviation, and he started TWA. So that whole little time period, obviously something was going on. You know what I mean? Like it was kind of this thing. But why keep up with it if nobody knows about it? Do the presidents know? Like, do they get like the case of the nuclear codes and the list of the national holidays? And they're like, by the way, December 17th was declared by Congress Wright Brothers Day. Whatever. It's like, you've got to be making. I mean, like, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, this is funny. I was reading what April just wrote. April, that's really funny. Two Wrights don't make a right, but two Wrights with a W made an airplane. Which, I kind of think about them a lot, actually, which you think, why would anyone think about the Wright brothers? But it is absolutely crazy to see what we have done with aviation. And I hope they know. I hope the Wright brothers are wherever they are and they get to see what they've done. I really think about them when I go on like a big plane, like the Dreamliner, and you're sitting in this thing, you're like, this isn't going to happen. This is cute. They're going to taxi this thing. And then we're going to just go up to a gate again and they're going to make us get off. This thing can't get in the air. It's a city. And then it does. And you're like, I don't want to think about that. I don't want to know how this is happening. And we have to thank the Wright brothers. I mean, I absolutely think they deserve a day. Mindy brings up a great point. How does one observe Wright Brothers Day? Do we all go flying? Do we all donate to United? I don't know. I have no idea. There's got to be a National Flight Museum. Maybe Anna can find out where the National Flight Museum is. I feel like, I don't know. Do we give money to the Navy and the Air Force? Because the Navy like flies the planes, right? It's weird. Good morning, Nathan. There's my husband. He says, good morning, beautiful, every day. And good morning, C, if she's there. I hope she is. I'm missing her a lot today. So hopefully she's there. That's my little one. Dayton and Kitty Hawk flight about being the home of the Wright brothers. Wait, Dayton, Ohio is the home of the Wright brothers? What? I'm right here. Can I go visit it? Ooh. Mindy, I can celebrate for all of us. I'm supposed to go to, it's on your license plates? Why do I feel like North Carolina has it on their license plates? Really? They do too. This is fascinating. But the Kitty Hawk, oh no, the Spirit of St. Louis is at the Smithsonian. The Kitty Hawk, is that their first plane? Is that in Dayton? It's a whole thing. I had no idea. Look at this, you guys. Look at Ohio with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the Wright brothers. Nobody knew this. This is shocking. See, this is getting catfished. No one knows. I'm supposed to be in Dayton on Saturday, so maybe I'll have to check it out. Mindy, I will let you know. How does one observe Wright Brothers Day? I think you should eat honey roasted peanuts and pour a glass of ginger ale in one of those little plastic glasses and pretend you're on an airplane. That's what I think you do. They don't pass out honey roasted peanuts anymore, but it would be a throwback. And everybody always wants ginger ale on a plane. I don't know why. I mean, they have done so many studies about it. I'm sure you know this, Mindy, because you do that kind of stuff. But like, it's a real thing. It's a real thing that people want ginger ale. Some people say it's because to settle the stomach or whatever, but I used to crave it. Like I never think about ginger ale, but I would be on an airplane and I would absolutely crave it. Good morning, Stacy. Hi, friend. All right, everybody. This is the best part of the morning where we get to find out what Stacy's having for breakfast. And then April usually tells us with a follow-up. Anyway, okay, let's see. Here we go. I'm going to read a little bit more about the Wright brothers. So this is how we're celebrating them today. The mostly good-natured competition between North Carolina and Ohio? Hold on. No one knows that there's a competition between North Carolina and Ohio. That's crazy. Oh, hi, Stacy. Good morning. Has centered on which state deserves the credit for the birth of flight. Okay, let's see. The Dayton bicycle mechanics tested their gliders in Kitty Hawk for 3 years before achieving the first successful powered flight there in 1903. Is Kitty Hawk a city? Like, I don't know what Kitty Hawk is. I thought it was a plane. Maybe Anna can fill me in. But they also did much of their work in Dayton. Oh, Kitty Hawk is in North Carolina. Is that what that is? They did much of their work in Dayton before and after their first flight, which that's weird. It's not like Dayton is close to North Carolina. Oh, and as people in Ohio and North Carolina know this. Kitty Hawk is a city in North Carolina. Thank you, Stacy. I love that everybody is a producer on this show. You know what? That's what we should have for merch. Live every day, or, like whatever. And like say the producers. Everyone's a producer on this show. And Stacey's having Rice Krispies cereal for breakfast. Now that I was allowed as a kid. I flipping loved Rice Krispies. That sound, that was so great. All right. Okay. Kitty Hawk is a city in North Carolina. So there you go. I mean, that's kind of, I feel like North Carolina. I got to be honest. I mean, that's also what we're told. Are they from Dayton? Like, I just don't understand why Dayton. Like, I just don't understand why the Wright brothers were in Ohio. Like, I just don't get that. Like, North Carolina is not next door. You know what I mean? The Dayton bicycle mechanics tested their gliders in Kitty Hawk. Who are the Dayton bicycle mechanics? Is that the Wright brothers? Is that just a cute way of saying the Wright brothers? There's just a lot I don't know. Okay. Anyway, so there we go. Mindy, I guess you observe Wright Brothers Day by deciding who invented flight in which state, I guess. Which state gets to claim flight? Ohio or North Carolina? I would love to know everybody's vote. Let me know, Alexis, Stacy, Rachel, April, Eric, Mindy, Nathan, Anna, which state gets to claim flight as the state that held flight? Who gets it? Who wins that contest? Ohio or North Carolina? My vote, even though I'm in Ohio and I love Ohio, I'm going to say I give it to North Carolina. I really do, because it happened there. Like it happened there. Kitty Hawk is in North Carolina. I really thought that was the plane. The plane was the Spirit of St. Louis, which that's kind of weird. We have St. Louis who's involved, which why is that? Now I have to be honest, Minnie. Now I want to go dig into flight and figure all this stuff out because you hear about it, but you don't know. I don't know the connection to Dayton. Mindy says first flight is in North Carolina. I give it to North Carolina. I'm really sorry, Anna. I'm not trying to be a jerk. Oh, Anna says one of the brothers was born in Dayton and they're buried in Dayton? I can go see the Wright brothers? This is so cool. Wow. They were from there and they grew up there. So we're saying like because they were born there, we wouldn't have flight if we didn't have Dayton. We needed Dayton to birth the Wright brothers. But I do feel like it belongs to North Carolina. I really do. You know what I mean? I don't like, for instance, NASA's a big deal in Houston, where the mission control is in Houston and all this kind of stuff. But that's not where the flight happens. Like you don't think of like, I think of NASA, or I think of Kennedy Space Center, and that's in Florida. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I can let that go. She's like, it's not the same. Oh, okay. Anna says North Carolina says first in flight, but Ohio says the birthplace of aviation. It's cute. Well, happy National Wright Brothers Day, everybody. Mindy says, isn't that their slogan? Like, we don't mess with Texas, but they're first in flight. Yeah. So North Carolina is first in flight, and Ohio is the birthplace. And Eric says North Carolina. Thank you. I agree. Dayton's out. Although I kind of want to go, I want to like go respect, like pay my respects to the Wright brothers when I'm in Dayton. I kind of feel like listen, I use their stuff all the time. Like if I do, I need to like go give them, like, I will bring them a Buckeye. Nathan says, it's just like the space shuttle in New York. I tell you what, that was one of the most offensive things that's ever happened in my life is when New York City, which I still have not visited the space shuttle in New York City, they have a space shuttle. Why? Why does New York City have a space shuttle? That is ridiculous. I cannot believe that Houston didn't get a space shuttle. That does not make sense to me. Oh, that's a whole thing. That's a whole thing in here. I'm like, yeah, don't miss it. Don't mess with Texas. And Dayton has the National U.S. Air Force Museum. Look at all the things I'm learning. That makes sense. My friends live on an Air Force base in Dayton. And I was telling you, I was sharing with Anna, I love it there because there's all these big planes, like those big carrier planes that carry like tanks, and they fly over and I scream. I get so excited. And planes are usually big. All right. Stacy says, that's right. Don't mess with Texas. Yeah, we got a lot of Texans on this show. I think that's what's so fun. Anyway, so you guys, National Maple Syrup Day, National Ugly Christmas Sweater Day. So now you know, a little side note for real before we move on. If you ever plan an ugly Christmas sweater, December 17th is your day. And you can say it's because it's the national day. Now you know. And then Wright Brothers Day. So thank you, Wright Brothers. Let's play a game, shall we? Since we were talking about all these places that you don't really care about. You think, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Like I'm in Ohio. But look at this. Look at all the incredible things about Ohio. You know what I mean? Let's play a game called Beautiful Places. Well, April, she already had them. April already had her Fruity Pebbles. But April had Fruity Pebbles this morning. I love that everybody has cereal. Unexpected beauty. Unexpectedly beautiful cities. I hope one of the ones that I recently talk about, I wonder if it's made the list because Anna doesn't let me see this. You guys, this is a guessing game. Anna's going to put up a picture of a place, maybe a landscape, maybe it's a building. You have to guess where in the world, so it's not just the US, where in the world is this picture coming from? So those of you that are listening, I'll describe it to you. Lisa, good morning. Hello, we're about to play a game. You have great timing, and this is worldwide. So if you're watching, let's go. This is going to be great. Unexpected beauty, unexpected beautiful cities. Oh my gosh. Okay. This looks like a river. This looks like an ocean, but this is absolutely rock. It's all swirly. It's swirly rock. It is gorgeous. Wow. It's like red and brown. Good morning, James. Hi. Hello. I mean, I want to say Utah. I don't know cities in Utah. I know Salt Lake City, but I know this is not Salt Lake City. And you said cities, right? Beautiful. Oh, beautiful places. I just made up cities. I made that up. Oh, that's funny. Okay. I just make up things often. That is often what I do. Two thoughts. Anybody who can see this picture, which I think I know. I just made up cities, Mindy. I messed all of us up. Nobody says cities. I made up cities. That was wrong. It's just places. I really feel like this is either Utah or like Dubai. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's one of those. All right, here's the guesses that are rolling in. Mindy says Idaho. That's not a city either, but you're right because we're not doing cities. Idaho. Wow. And Nathan says Red Rocks, Colorado. Ooh. Ooh, that's a good guess. C says Yellowstone National Park. Okay. Ooh. Stacy says the Grand Canyon, which that's Arizona. James is in Arizona. Stacy is watching. Lisa's watching. Mindy, Nathan, and Eric are watching. Okay. I know everybody else is listening. The wave in Arizona? Oh, that's the answer, you guys. Known as, quote, the wave, due to its intersecting U-shaped troughs. Photographers from around the world flock here to take a photo of this surreal sandstone rock formation near the Arizona-Utah border on the Coyote Butte slopes. This natural wonder dates back to the Jurassic period and is so fragile in nature that a daily lottery system is used to distribute only 10 visiting permits per day. My mind is blown. That is crazy. Stacy, you were the closest, my friend. The Grand Canyon is in Arizona, so I feel like Stacy wins that round. April guessed Kansas. Listen, you were closer than I was. Oh my gosh. Holy smokes. This picture is magnificent. I'm looking at these cliffs or rock formations. And this is going to be really funny. Let's listen to Liv describe something. It's like these big rock formations, and there's this gorgeous house on top of it, like on top of the cliff. And then it's surrounded by like green mountains. The first thing I thought of, honestly, was Ireland. I thought Ireland immediately. It looks like there's an ocean on the other side of one of the mountains, maybe. Okay, so guys, this could be a national park. It could be a city. It could be a landform. It could be a state. It could be a country. It could be anything. Anna says Idaho is actually beautiful. And these are meant to be sort of tricky. A lot of the places are unexpected for where they're located. I'm going to say Detroit. No, I'm kidding. Okay, Nathan, the guesses are coming in. Let's see. We've got Nathan says New Zealand. That seems like a fair guess, actually. That seems like a really good guess because it's got the rock formation, it's got the green, and I'm pretty sure that's ocean in the corner up there. C says New Mexico. If this is New Mexico, I will change how I feel about New Mexico. Stacy says the reason she was closest on the last one was because she has visited the Grand Canyon. So you recognize it. You were like, this is in the same, they're like related. Mindy has a really good guess. She's saying Portugal. Dang it. I feel like Ireland is too like known. I want to think of something crazy like Israel. You know what I mean? Like something that's like so out there. All right. I don't know, Anna. Let's see. Where is this place? I can't say that word. Metoria, Greece, meaning middle of the sky. In Greek, this formation of monolithic pillars and hills are currently home to 6 monasteries. Visitors can not only bask in the beauty of these sacred sandstone peaks, but can also see the inside of the ancient cave-like monasteries perched on top of them. That is incredible. I got to ask, Anna, do monks still live in like in these monasteries? Are there still human beings in there? Stacy said, I think it's Crater Lake in Oregon. Stacy, I love that you know Crater Lake. I have to say my husband and I and my kids were huge national park fans, and Crater Lake is like might be our favorite. It is so absolutely gorgeous. So gorgeous. Good thought, Stacy. If you guys don't know Crater Lake, Oregon, that national park is stunning. Like, it will blow your face off. The blue of that lake is unbelievable. There's my friend Peter, who did not come out to the driveway last night. I hope your wife told you I was so sad that you didn't come to the doorway. I was going to come up and say hi. Good morning, Peter. I'm so glad you're here. Peter says we should play GeoGuessr one of these days. Okay, you'll have to tell me what GeoGuessr is. And Crater Lake is the best. It is just breathtaking. Just breathtaking. All right, Anna, we're ready. The most beautiful nature I've ever seen, Peter says about Crater Lake. It's pretty stunning. I mean, I got to be honest. I've seen at this point, we have a list of how many national parks we've gone to. Crater Lake is absolutely in the top 5, 100%. It is stunning. That blue in the lake, you can't comprehend it. Like, your brain can't process it. You're like, this can't be anything. I know better than interrupt girls saying, a wave at the door, Peter. A wave at the door. I know he doesn't want to mute me. Nathan said 28. I was like 28. Oh, that's how many national parks we've been to. We've only been to 28. We need to start over again. Nathan and I start over all the time. We're like, we're going to start over. We're going to see all the national parks. Okay, you guys, here's what I'm looking at. This looks like ice, but there's no way this is ice. Yeah, this has got to be some type of deposit, like some type of sedentary deposit. It's got to be sand. It's got to be salt. They're like, it looks like Star Wars. It also looks like water. Oh, that's interesting. So that's what's making the white. So you can tell that there's like these pools of water, but they're like encapsulated with like this white situation. And then you see like normal land on the other side of it. Good morning, Jessica. Hello. April is guessing this is Japan. I think that's a really excellent guess. My first thought was Iceland, which is dumb because obviously it's not Iceland. Hi, Benny. Hello. Good morning. Stacy says, yes, it is especially beautiful when you see the water and it's all blue water. And she's talking about Crater Lake. Let's see everybody else's guesses. Where are we guessing, you guys? Peter says salt something Russia. I could see Russia. That's interesting. It could be. I don't think this is the salt flats of Utah, because Nathan and I have been to the salt flats in Utah, and they're not like round like this, and they're not watery. This is fascinating. Nathan says the Dead Sea. C says the Dead Sea. Mindy says, wait, is that Texas? We have salt something here, salt flats. We have salt flats in Texas? I have never heard that before. Okay, I need to come up with my answer. Stacy says that looks like Antarctica. It does look like Antarctica. I'm gonna say something crazy. Hold on. Kenya. I'm gonna say Kenya. I'm serious. I want it to be something like totally out of the box. The Amazon. No, but I am. I'm gonna say, Pemkule. I don't know. Turkey. This stunning geological phenomenon, meaning, quote, cotton castle in Turkish, is the site of the well-preserved ruins of the Greek-Roman city of Hierapolis. This ancient site can be visited all year round, but the best time of year is in the spring, when the weather is warm but not too hot. Wow, that is shocking. April, my first thought was Iceland. April said, I'm going to say Iceland. I totally guessed Iceland as well, but it's Turkey. Okay, a little bit back on the monastery, you guys, that was in Greece. The St. Nicholas Monastery is one of Medoria's 6 active monasteries. Currently, a small number of monks and nuns reside in 6 of the area's monasteries. These monasteries are open to the public. There you go. So if you ever go to Greece, and Turkey's next door, and you could go see those salt situations, or we don't know if they didn't actually say they were salt, did they? We've just decided that. We all voted. Mindy says we have salt flat. Mindy, you're going to have to let me know where that is. I have never heard of that. I thought only Utah. Wow, this is shocking. Okay, now I'm looking at, and I'm not kidding, this looks like the hidden city of like something. Like, this is gorgeous. This is a real city? This looks, this is a, oh, I bet I know what this is. Near Guadalupe Peak, I think. Mindy, that is fascinating. Okay, this is in a completely rock city. It looks like a rocked castle. It looks like you were, doing some type of fairy tale and someone painted this. This does not look real at all. But I'm going to guess Dubrovnik, which is now Bosnia, but I'm going to guess Dubrovnik. I've actually been to Dubrovnik when it was Yugoslavia. That is going to be my guess. One of the Bond movies was filmed there. Oh, Nathan had guessed Sicily. Binting, India. Mindy guessed Laos, Vietnam. You can have as many guesses as you want, Mindy. And C said Sicily. Binting something, India, found in the southern part of the state of Rajasthan, Birch River, India, to Karath. Y'all, I don't know how to say these words. The largest fort in India, spread over 700 acres and houses a variety of houses, regal palaces, temples, towers. Bintang Chugarath rises from the adjoining plains. I'm so sorry, Indy, that I'm really not saying this correctly. Underneath stands at a height of 180 meters and is home to majestic palaces such as the Rana Kumbha Palace and the Fateh Prakash Palace. Literally butchered all of those words. That was India. That is shocking. Shocking. Anna is crushing these games. Does everybody not think Anna is absolutely phenomenal at these games? Is anybody else crazy impressed? I am just blown away by you, Anna. I really am, friend. I think you were phenomenal. Oh, high five to Anna. All right. This looks like the Secret Garden. I mean, your first thought would be England or Ireland or, something like that, because it is just an oval of greenery. It's just greenery. It's a canopy of greenery. It's walls of greenery. And there's a little path going through it. April says Peru and seems very certain with that because April put in a explanation point. Nathan says England. Mindy says Germany. All right, I want to think of something crazy. C says England. I'm going to say Missouri. I'm going to say something like that. I don't know. Hint on this one, it's the Tunnel of Love. The Tunnel of Love in the Ukraine. Believe it or not, one of the world's most romantic places can be found in the city of Klevin in Ukraine. This lush tunnel of trees is the area's most popular attraction and looks like it has come straight out of a fairy tale. Couples from all over the Ukraine and other parts of Europe come to the Tunnel of Love in order to kiss and make a wish. As local legend has it, if a couple's love is sincere, any wish made in the Tunnel of Love will come true. That's really nice. I've never heard that before. Stacy said it looks like the Amazon rainforest. It really did. These places are absolutely shocking. One more, you guys. We have one more. Oh my gosh. This is a movie scene. This is not real life. This is where, good morning, Joey. Hi, welcome. This is where Bella and Edward got married in Twilight. This is not a real place. Holy smokes. I don't even know how to describe this. Okay, like the floor is like beautiful pink petals and the top is like weeping willows but made of pink flowers. I don't even know what this tree is. It's like trees and trees and trees, white skinny trunks, and then lush, like just purple and pink flowers. A canopy again. Mindy says Japan. I would absolutely guess Japan. How could you not? But these aren't cherry blossoms. I mean, oh my gosh, this is stunning. I want this to be Ohio. Like, I want this to be so random. I have no idea where this is. I can't comprehend what I'm seeing. I'm just like, is this in a cave? Because there's lights all around and there's black, like darkness. Why would they take a picture of this in the dark, not in the light? Goodbye, C. Have a lovely day. I love you so much and I miss you a lot today. My heart misses you a lot. All right, I'm going to go with Ohio. Peter, trees with flowers are very rare. Are you looking at that? Mindy got it. Yeah, Japan. Peter got it. Ashikaga Flower Park, Japan. The stunning park features over 100-year-old wisteria trees. Okay, I do know what a wisteria tree is. Spreading over 600 tatami trellis area, as well as 80 meters long white wisteria tunnel and more than 350 other wisteria trees when they're in full bloom each spring. This transforms Ashikaga into a spectacular vision of pinks and purples and makes this one of the world's most beautiful places. Hello, Josh. Good morning. Stacy guessed Ireland, but that was Japan. And I got to say, Japan is one of the places, this is going to sound so funny, or maybe not funny. I have always wanted to go to Japan ever since, and I'm not kidding, Karate Kid 2. When Daniel's son goes to, when Danny Russo and Mr. Miyagi go to Okinawa, I fell in love with Japan. And that was like, obviously last summer. No, that movie's so old. But I did. And my son has actually taken a history of Japan class. And he's obsessed with Japan. Obsessed. And now I'm definitely going. Like, that is so cool. Anna, high five. You crushed it. Crushed it. Anna said, and she doesn't think they're trees. They're actually, it's a hanging flower garden. Those are supports. That is crazy. Oh, just kidding. Okay. They really are trees. Are they really trees? They're wisteria trees. Right? April had guessed Forks, Washington, since that's in Twilight took place. Yeah, I actually have been there. We went on an excursion to all the places Twilight, which a lot of it is in Oregon, actually, which the Goonies was filmed in Oregon. And Oregon's actually a really great state, but it is super difficult to get to. Like, you have to want to go to Oregon. You have to have a reason to be in Oregon to go there on purpose. It's not somewhere that you're just going to like end up in Oregon. But we did all the Goonies stuff and we did all the Twilight things. Yeah, we went all over Oregon and Washington. So dorky. It was fun. I'm not going to lie. And Astoria, Oregon, which is where Goonies was filmed, and all the Goonie stuff, they have a great little museum there and all the things. I like lit up. It was so fun. You guys, that was fantastic. Great movie. Yeah, which one? Twilight or Goonies? I'm guessing Peter is saying Goonies. I have a feeling Peter isn't a Twilight fan. I could be wrong. He could have catfished me all this time and he could be a huge Edward Cullen fan. Oh, let's do a little Twilight real quick. 2 seconds. Team Edward or Team Jacob? Twilight. Team Edward or Team Jacob? Do you remember that? When the books came out and the movies came out and everybody was like either on Team Edward or they were on Team Jacob. It's about the protagonist is Bella, and she has this thing with Edward Cullen, but then Jacob, who's one of her best friends, she kind of has a little fling with him, you know? And then people started picking sides. I am Team Edward, by the way. I'm not Team Jacob. I don't know if anybody has anything. Peter, the only book I ever burned. Did you really burn the book to Peter? Is that true? Nathan said, "Team wish that they didn't make them." Nathan does not like Twilight. You've got to go work. Okay, I love you. Hopefully I'll see you in the next hour. And Nathan says, Goonies forever. Goonies never die. So dumb. Oh, the Karate Kid. Peter, were you saying you like the Karate Kid? He has to tell me, because sometimes I don't get the answers when things are happening. So then I don't know. And I say a lot of movies all the time. So Peter, you have to let me know what movie is a great movie. That's true. Karate Kid okay, Bella is one of the worst and deserves no one. Anna says Bella's one of the worst. Everyone deserves love, Anna. Even Bella. She's like, no, she doesn't. Here's the thing. My son and I had a Twilight marathon once. We both had strep at the exact same time, and we missed all of Christmas. And so we put on Twilight, like the entire movie series. We just sat in the chair with our antibiotics and like Gatorade. We were so pathetic, and we watched all of Twilight from beginning to end. It's still one of our favorite things that we've ever done. It was so fun because it's so bad. Like Twilight is so bad. You're like just sitting there and it's like Hallmark. You're like, I'm in it. I'm here for it. That's fine. Whatever. And we didn't have to use our brains. It was just Twilight. Okay. I love Taylor Lautner, but now I'm reading what Anna's saying. Robert Pattinson is such a good actor, and I take him much more seriously. I have still not seen Breaking Dawn 1 or 2. Okay, I'm going to pause for a second. Breaking Dawn 1 and 2 are fantastic. The second one, the last Twilight film is tremendous. It's a tremendous film. I flipping love those movies. I really do. I like the last two. I really do. And my friend is in it. Lee Pace is in it. He plays Garrett. He's one of the whatever they are, vampires that comes and helps. Anyway, Stacy, I have seen the Goonies before and they are good. It's a great film. Goonies is a great film. Karate Kid's a great film. Peter says New Moon. He's still not answering which film he talked about. Peter, I want to know. What film did you like? I'm with Sheila on that one. Oh, Stacy. Yeah, Stacy on that one. Yeah. Goonies is great. Okay, sorry. Wow, I really got all into the films. You guys know I'm a big film buff. We are coming up on the second hour already. We only have 1 hour left, everybody. It's already almost 9 o'clock on the East Coast, Eastern time. So all my friends in Texas, hello. It's just now getting to be 8 a.m. So we're going into the second hour. You are listening to Backchannel. I think everybody who is listening knows what to do, but just to remind you, if you are on a listening device, so if you're on an app or if you're on a Palexa or a T-Rexa or whatever you want to call it, if you're on an Echo Dot, then you've got to go to backchannel.tv and chat with me there. You can type and I can read it and talk to you in real time. If you are on YouTube or Twitter, you can chat where the chat is and I'll be able to read that. But if you have an Echo Show, congratulations, because you can talk to your device. And that's kind of crazy that you can do that. You can just look at it and say, hello, the name of it. Hello, Terexa. Say, that's your magic word. Say, hello, Liv. Good morning. Love your earrings. Whatever you want to say. And I'll type it for you. So that's pretty exciting. So I want to go into this next hour with a list. I know Anna's going to bring this up. I love when we bring up things and we get to read. I love the games and I love getting to read. I don't know why. Isn't that dumb? But this one I'm excited about. Oh, hello, Owen. Good morning. Did that really happen? So this is part of the whole Catfish Friday. Did that really happen? 38 things you definitely forgot happened in 2021. We are coming up to the end of this year. It's already December 17th. We are over, we have less than a month. How many days do we have? I don't know what 31 minus 17 is. Peter will know. Peter will tell us. Whatever 31 minus 17 is, that's how long we have for 2021. So let's look at some things that have happened during this year that we have forgotten, that we've all forgotten. It's kind of like, I don't know if it's gaslighting or if it's just the way that we get through the things. Hi, Casey. Good morning. There's Sheila. Our friend Sheila is here. Good morning, Sheila. Hi, Anthony. Welcome, you guys. Welcome to the second hour of the show. I know Anna has a list. I don't see it popping up though. Maybe it's not. Okay. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, thanks. I was like, I can talk about something else. Here we go. 38 things that you forgot happened in 2021 as we're rounding out the end of this year. Hi, Doug. Doug is in Ohio. So am I. So is Peter. So is Anna. Welcome, Doug. All right, let's see it, Anna. Let's see. I can't see the top of it, but I can tell this is a picture of Bridgerton. Being obsessed with Bridgerton. Honestly, we couldn't get enough of the Shonda Rhimes Netflix period drama. I actually, to be honest, you know what I did forget? You can scroll up because I don't want that word on the screen. Yeah. I forgot Shonda Rhimes did Bridgerton. You know what I mean? I exclusively think of her for Grey's Anatomy. But yeah, man, Bridgerton took over 2021 for a long time. Number 2, the in real life drama we found out that Kim Kardashian and Kanye West were divorcing. I feel like that's still in the news because Kim and Pete Davidson, they're still together, right, Anna? Kim and Pete Davidson. That's definitely been a thing. Number 3, this is funny. This was funny. Now, here's something my husband said to me the other day. Does anybody remember Donald Trump was still president a year ago? He was still president a year ago. So like that, do you remember the election? The election felt like 7,000 years ago, and that was so much trauma. The election was so much trauma. And that hasn't even been a year ago, you guys. Like, remember, we still were trying to figure out who the president was, and like it was crazy. And who forgot Bernie Sanders coming to the inauguration of President Joe Biden with his mittens in his coat, looking very unimpressed with his mask? We were all laughing at and sharing memes of Bernie Sanders wearing his mittens, looking bored at the inauguration of President Joe Biden. That has not even been a year ago. That was January 20th. That's crazy. Totally forgot about that. Finding out about Jojo Siwa and her lifestyle that she decided to share with the world. That was a big thing. And she's not really wearing those big bows anymore. Number 5, trying to keep track of what was going on with the whole GameStop situation. Remember GameStop, Reddit versus Wall Street saga? Do you guys remember that? That was not even a year ago, which is crazy. Okay, Pete and Kim are still together. Olivia Rodrigo, sour about the whole driver's license drama. I tell you what, that song Driver's License, I've never felt more seen. And number 2, it came out and it took over the summer. And there's a lot of drama going on. And it was with Sabrina Carpenter. Ba, ba, ba. Number 7, learning how to make that viral TikTok feta pasta recipe. I gotta say, I never made it. I think it's really interesting how much TikTok has taught people about hacks and like cooking. Number 8, learning that we've all been saying Anne Hathaway's first name wrong this whole time. It's Annie, right? She prefers Annie Hathaway. Is that correct? GameStop was when I visited over the summer. Yeah, that's crazy. And Anna says, yeah, Anne Hathaway's mom is the Anne, except for the rest of the public. But yeah, she goes by Annie Hathaway. Number 9, the New York Times documentary Framing Britney Spears, which I did not know that was the New York Times who did that documentary, which really made people who were unaware of the situation really question the conservatorship and help grow the the hashtag Free Britney movement. Here, we should pause here. This is actually fascinating. Good morning, Bobby. Good morning. We had a documentary hit at the beginning of this year. People actually formed a cohesive, unitive front. And Britney Spears, who was legit trapped in a conservatorship for 13 years, got free because of this. That is insane. That is crazy. But you forget that it started with a documentary. And it started with a movement, a hashtag movement. And now she's free. I got to say, high five, Britney Spears. 2021 was her year. Yeah, go ahead. Thank you, Anna. That is impressive, though. I got to say, that is impressive. All right. Number 10. Oh, good morning, Lisa. Hi, friend. I was hoping I'd see you soon. Justin Timberlake's half-assed apology to Britney after the documentary highlighted his past problematic behavior toward her, which also included an apology to Janet Jackson as well. At best, this seemed very narcissistic. Really and truly, it read like just truly someone with narcissistic personality disorder. He has no regrets. He really doesn't. And he has no like accountability, no empathy. It was fluff, and people could see right through it. And I've loved Justin Timberlake forever, but it was not okay. What he did was not okay. And then this half-baked apology, it wasn't an apology. Anyway, yes, scroll, not so great. Number 11, The Weeknd's incredible Super Bowl halftime performance. Anybody remember this, with him going into the walls that were all mirrored and lights and stuff like that? I did this the other day. Peter said what Justin tweeted, a lawyer wrote for sure. It was awful. It was really like he shouldn't have said anything. It made him look like a bigger jerk than he already looks like. He should have just gone away, or he should have actually said something if he cared. But here's the thing, he doesn't care. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Anyway, Yeah, The Weeknd and his Super Bowl performance, that was interesting. Number 12, being obsessed with WandaVision and trying to figure out who really was the big baddie of the show, and it turns out it was Agatha all along. If that was spoiled for you just now, I apologize. I haven't seen WandaVision, but now I know. But I already knew because I read this. Number 13, making jokes about the boat blocking the Suez Canal. Who remembers this? Do y'all remember this? When this big barge was like wedged in the Suez Canal? That was this year. Nobody remembers that happened this year. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. Jeez, that's crazy. Oh my gosh. Number 14, Oprah's interview with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. That was full of bombshells. That, as the kids say, or they used to say, they don't say anymore, that was some tea. Like, that was some tea. Like, they took a pot of tea, dumped it into the Boston Harbor. Lisa, yes, it made my job even harder. Oh, the Suez Canal situation. A lot of memes came out of this Oprah, like interview. By the way, who watched the Oprah interview? I absolutely did. That was a fascinating interview. Who thinks? And I mean, oh geez, we might have to have a segment on that one day, Anna, and we just need to everybody was talking about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle for a really long time, and now I feel like we've all kind of like stopped and like moved on in our lives, because it was just it just consumed us for so long. And then we were like, fine, great, you live here, let's move on. I'm ready to go back. I've processed, I'm ready to talk about it. And number 15, Harry Styles' amazing Grammy look that was giving us Cher from Clueless vibes. He absolutely dressed like Cher from Clueless. 100% Alicia Silverstone is his stylist, no doubt. Number 16, the too cute moment when Beyonce was shocked to learn she had made Grammy history. That was a really cool moment. I know we've talked about award shows and, that a lot of us are not fans for good reasons, but that's not a very flattering photo of Beyonce, which I didn't know that could happen. When has Beyonce not had a flattering photo? She is queen. But she was truly shocked, and that was really cool to see because she is a real person. You know what I mean? She's a Houston gal. Lil Nas's ex-Satan Sneakers lawsuit. Yeah, there was a big Nike lawsuit. Anybody remember that? Little Nas. I said Nas. Little Nas. Sorry. All right. It was a thing. Number 18, the brilliant responses and trolling he did to people who were criticizing his Montero Call Me By Your Name music video. Yeah, Little Nas had a lot of stuff going on at the beginning-ish of the year. The whole debacle of Khloe Kardashian caused when she tried to scrub an unedited photo of herself off the internet, which only made us talk about it more. That's the thing. There's a lot, and listen, celebrities are real people, you guys, but there's a lot of times you should just walk away and let things happen and not bring attention to it. But the Kardashians kind of struggle with that. We all do, but they definitely do. Number 20, Wesley going on Instagram stories and having no idea who Madison Beer is and confusing her with actual beer. That's kind of funny. I don't even remember that, to be honest. That's really funny. Number 21, every single publicity photo, paparazzi shot, and trailer we got for the House of Gucci. It looked incredible. Like, I know a lot of people are not, but the hype around this film at the beginning of the year. And here's what the whole House of Gucci thing was at the beginning of the year. They started filming when nobody else was filming because of the pandemic. And they made it happen. Do you remember that? They put in all these things, and they kind of were some of the trailblazers of we can get back into life. I would give credit to House of Gucci. All right, sorry, go ahead. Plus the costumes. Number 22, the perfection that was Bowen Yang as the iceberg that sank the Titanic during Weekend Update segment on SNL. I remember people talking about this for a while. I mean, that was funny as all get out. Number 23, half joking, wondering when season 13 of RuPaul's Drag Race would end because it was the longest season ever. It started January 1st and didn't end until April 23rd. I used to watch RuPaul very at the beginning of his thing, but I lost it after that. Wow. After 1,349 reschedules, which I don't think is an actual number, finally getting to the Friends reunion. I have a question about this. Does anybody think that James Corden should have been the host for the Friends reunion? It was a great reunion, but I do not think he should have been the host of that. Any thoughts on that? Anybody? You can, take your time. They do not look good, the Friends people. Yeah, they didn't all age very well. Lisa Kudrow did, but I think she has the least amount of work done. Um, but yeah, I think it's weird that James Corden was the guy. I think Jimmy Fallon would have made more sense. But anyway, I was not a fan. I don't know why we did that. Okay, go ahead. Speaking of reunions, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez started dating again and immediately took us back to the year 2000s, to the beginning of the 2000s. How about that? That's still weird. That's still strange. I would love one day for us to find out how in the world this happened, why it happened. And I don't know. I have a lot of questions about the whole Bennifer situation. But they're back together. And apparently they're really happy. Number 26, Dolly Parton living her best, hashtag hot girl summer, and recreating her 1978 Playboy cover for her husband, for her husband's birthday. I gotta be honest, I didn't know she was on Playboy, but that makes a lot of sense. Why would she not be? Number 27, Jennifer Coolidge Renaissance and the White Lotus, which we learned about her the other day. We were reading about people who got nominated for Golden Globes, and Jennifer Coolidge is one of them, and it's for the White Lotus. Nathan said, I love him, but it might have been better to have Tom Selleck or Giovanni Ribisi. Oh, instead of James Corden for the Friends reunion. That would have been brilliant. Tom Selleck could have done it. Giovanni Ribisi is too weird, but Tom Selleck could have been the host. That would have been fantastic. Number 28, having thoughts and debating who should replace Alex Trebek as the permanent host of Jeopardy. We lost Alex Trebek, which was very, very sad. And they've been trying to find, have they decided on what we're doing for the host of Jeopardy? I don't even know. I feel like Mayim Blahnik was going to. White Lotus, is HBO, and it's very HBO. Okay, that's good to know. So maybe I should not watch that. Thank you, Anna. Anna's letting us know it's a very adulty. All right, number 29, the whatever that was with the three-way kiss between Taika, I don't know what, TD, I don't even know who that is, Rita Ora, and Tessa Thompson. I didn't know that even happened. So, yep, definitely didn't know. Okay. Taika Waititi is incredible. I don't even know. He did Thor. Oh, I love Thor Ragnarok. Ragnarok. What is wrong with me? It's my favorite. That's my favorite Marvel film outside of Deadpool. I love Deadpool. Ragnarok is my favorite. Okay. Lisa says Jeopardy is still undecided. Mayim Bialik and Bialik, I can't say her name. And Ken Jennings are sharing it for now. I didn't think Ken Jennings was allowed to do that anymore because wasn't there controversy about him? I thought Maya might have actually gotten it recently. Number 30, whatever the flash mob was that James Corden put together to promote Cinderella. I don't remember that. That wasn't like a thing for me. Who knows? Oh, Anna says that guy is a director. Oh, so he directed Ragnarok. Oh, well, then I love him. Bialik. No, there was another guy that had controversy, so he got kicked out. Now it's Ken and Mayim. Oh, I see. That's what I messed up in my head. Oh, Lisa says, no, that was the Mike Richards and the controversy. Good to know. Okay, Mike Richards, not up for Jeopardy. Ken and Mayim are. Mindy says, this list is making me feel so out of touch. So many references I'm completely oblivious about. Same. There's some things I was like, I really knew, and other things I'm like, I did not know, and I didn't care. Number 31, every time Lizzo and Chris Evans were very flirty with each other in their DMs. Chris Evans and Lizzo? Lizzo's also a Houston gal. I did not know that was a thing. I didn't know they were like maybe a thing. Are they a thing? Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. All right, Anna. It's ongoing, not a thing. They're just flirty and it's entertaining. How do we know it's not a thing? What do we know? Number 32, Dionne Warwick continued dominance as queen of Twitter. She is brilliant. Okay. Y'all know how Taylor Swift dropped her new album? Seriously? And Diane Warwick was coming in strong about about the stuff that was going on with T Swift's, like the thing with the scarf. So she says, Diane Warwick tweeted out, if that young man has Taylor's scarf, he should return it. It does not belong to you. Box it up. I will pay for the cost of postage, Jake. This is in reference with Jake Gyllenhaal and Taylor Swift. And I think it's hilarious that Diane Warwick got involved at all. Nathan says, my lack of awareness makes me feel safe and superior. Lisa agrees. Same, Nathan, same. It's okay, Mindy, because Lisa says, it's okay, Mindy, because most of us, this is not important in the grand scheme of things. It's not. I think what it is it's more like, especially since now we don't have water coolers, like in the 80s, this is our water cooler talk for a lot of people, I think. This was interesting. Number 33, the whole celebrities that don't shower thing, which is more than I wanted to know. We found out a lot of people started sharing that they don't shower. I don't know why, but they did. And Mila and Ashton Kutcher, they were part of that. Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher. Anyway, it's like they don't shower every day or something. I don't know. Nathan totally agrees with you, Lisa. Lisa says gross. Oh, now this is huge. I know everybody here absolutely was affected by this. Number 34, Steve from Blue's Clues returning to tell us that he never forgot us. Holy smokes. This is the Nick Jr. when he tweeted, so about that time Steve went off to college, ... And then it was a video from Steve. Oh, geez. I'm going to get emotional. That was, Anna says, no clue who Diane Warwick is. I'm going to let you look that up, Anna. I got to tell you, this Steve video got me in ways that I was not prepared. That was epic. That was absolutely epic. God, I forgot about that. I don't even want to think about that. That was like almost trauma. It was so emotional. Okay, I'm ready. 2 million hearts. Talking about nothing but Squid Game. Squid Game. I always add an S. I don't know what Squid Game is. Apparently it's like Hunger Games on crack. So is what I hear. It seems very strange. And people were they're very into it. They're very into it. But I don't think it's for me. I'm going to guess. Anna says, that's okay. You don't need to know. We can give you spark notes. Anna, do you watch Squid Game? I'm waiting to hear, friend. Yeah, we binged it. Can I? Nathan says, Diane Warwick is a Motown legend, Anna. Diane Warwick is more than a Motown legend. She is queen. Like, she is a lot. Diane Warwick is incredible. Okay, 36. And then talking about nothing but Taylor Swift's 10-minute version of, quote, All Too Well and the All Too Well short film. Did anybody watch it? I didn't. I didn't watch the All Too Well short film. 10 minutes seems long right now. Did I just get fired? No. No, but should I watch Squid Game? If you watched it, I feel like I can watch it. Nathan said, Liv, you're not allowed. I want everybody to know that I am co-parented by Anna and Nathan. It's true. They are co-parenting me. Lisa might get involved in that, and Sheila. I have a lot of people that like to keep me in a bubble on a shelf. Anyway, a lot of protection. Nathan says you're not allowed. It would make you sad. Ooh, I didn't know it would make me sad. I thought it was scary. Diane Warwick, Nathan wants you to know, is the godmother of R&B and soul. She's kind of a big deal. It's all about the love. Anna is older than you. Anna is older than me. That's not hard. I have emotional arrested development. We all know this. Lisa says, no, I love you just as you are. Thanks, Lisa. They're just protecting me. I'm a little naive when it comes to the world. So they try to make sure that I don't get in trouble. Oh, yes. And Sheila says Diane Warwick is Whitney Houston's aunt. And who knows what reference they make that to in a film. I know Sheila knows. I know Lisa knows. It's a great film. I said it was a musical the other day. And they talk about it in the film. Julia Roberts, My Best Friend's Wedding. And they say that Diane Warwick was Whitney Houston's aunt. So you probably know more about her than you think. Peter says, just don't start it or else you will finish it. I just want to know if it's scary. Is it scary? Is it violent? Is Squid Game violent? Or is it just sad? Oh, I'm not reading. Okay, number 37. Peter will let me know. Zendaya and Tom Holland confirming what we all suspected, that they are indeed a couple. It's really cute. Lisa, the moment I wake up. Does Diane Warwick sing that song? Is that her song? Is that one of her songs? Could I say that 14,000 times in a row? Is that it? It was 37 or was it 38? Anna says Squid Game is murdery, very violent. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't want to say that. Oh, number 38. I could also say, oh, she does sing that song. Okay, the moment I wake up before I put on my makeup. Okay. The return of Adele. But I think you could actually put a little slash and put J-Law as well. Jennifer Lawrence and her return. That's happening right now. But yeah, the return of Adele. And how about Rebel Wilson crushing life in 2021? That's also something. The chubby girls got unchubby. It's our year. Way to go, girlfriends. But they're crushing me in that. We were all kind of in the same boat, but not anymore. All right, Nathan says Squid Game is not okay. Peter says, not scary, just gory. For a soft heart, it might hurt your heart. Yeah, okay. All right. See? I'll go back on my shelf, everybody. Tom Holland did an interview. This is Anna letting us know, saying he would be fine with being done playing Spider-Man because he wants to start a family. Is that true? Are Tom Holland and Zendaya going to start a family? He is 25. That is the cutest. Stop it. That is a nice thing. Oh, Peter is holding a baby while typing. You're fine, Peter. Don't worry. You're doing fantastic. You're having the best Friday ever. You guys, this is the last weekend before Christmas. Has anyone realized that? A week from today is Christmas Eve. Next Friday is Christmas Eve. The next time I do a live show on a Friday will be Christmas Eve. I don't get that day off. Anna doesn't get that day off. I know, so sad. But we get to spend it with you. So we need to do something really cool, Anna. We got to have a cool Christmas Eve. Maybe that's the day I can make a gingerbread house and we can have hot chocolate and we can all wear blah, 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 ugly sweaters. And we could do all sorts of Christmas things. Let's make Christmas Eve like so rad. Nathan said, Peter is basically future Tom Holland. We'll let Tom hang out with us on Backchannel. Nicole, good morning. Hello. Hello. Let's see. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Anna is writing more about Tom Holland. You guys are going to lose your minds. Tom Holland stated he recently had a dream about having a kid and he was sad when he woke up. That is really sad. Wow, that is precious. So he wants to have a family, you guys. Anna will be in Minnesota on Christmas Eve. And she'll go outside and build a snowman for all of us. Maybe you can take a picture or a video, and post it while we're on the show. And we can watch him from inside. We can watch her husband, Chris, make a snowman. Do you want to build a snowman? Okay. All right. So you guys, wow, we're almost done with like the day. Peter is making me more future promises. Peter said we should all do an escape room while I'm here. Peter, I am here and no one, like, I did get to hang out with the ladies last night. I have nothing to do tonight. I'm free Friday night. Today is Friday. Let me know if you want to hang out. I'm all for it. So that's a yes. Okay, guys, have we been catfished? Have you heard about this story, which I know we just did an article. So maybe we should do a game. Maybe we should do a game. Well, I don't know. I kind of want to read this. I really do. I want to read this and then we can play a game, maybe, Anna, because I know that we're a little behind on time. But did y'all hear that Philadelphia cream cheese? Have y'all heard this? Like for real? Is actually paying people $20 not to make cheesecake this Christmas? Did y'all hear this? $20. $20 to not. I feel like the farmers in Idaho, they get paid not to like till the farmland or whatever, right? They'll pay you $20. I know this is an article, which is different than what we just did. I Seriously, this is just shocking. I'm sorry. I've got to read this article to you guys. Kraft will actually pay you to buy dessert this year. Okay, Anna, let's read this. Philadelphia cream cheese will pay you $20 not to make a cheesecake this Christmas. Are we being catfished? All right, this is the font, Anna, that you're gonna have to make bigger. It just comes out really like sticky. Like it's just sticks. All right, let's see. Cheesecake is amongst the most classic and beloved holiday desserts, but apparently too much demand and few supply chain issues along the way have caused a cream cheese shortage. We've talked about this a lot. It extends beyond the New York beloved bagel shops, which I've got to be honest, when I got a bagel the other day, they put barely any cream cheese on. Like you couldn't even tell it was on there. I thought it was butter. I thought it was just melted butter. So it's not just in the bagel shops in New York. Whether you love your cream cheese on a bagel with some smoked salmon or a holiday cheesecake, a lot of people are feeling the absence of the spreadable cheese this season. Philadelphia is trying to make up for the product's scarcity by making it easier to grab a different dessert. They're doing this by offering that dessert for free. Okay, Anna, keep going. Let's see. Whether you will buy brownies, cookies, perhaps a festive Yule log, Philadelphia will reimburse the cost up to $20. To cash in, visit, guys, get ready. Anna, maybe you could put this on the screen. Spreadthefeeling.com starting today. Spreadthefeeling.com beginning December 17th, 9 a.m. Eastern. You guys, this has been live for 26 minutes. You can submit a grocery store or restaurant receipt dated between December 17th and Christmas Eve. So you've got a week. Next Friday is Christmas Eve. So from today to next Friday to qualify. Supply chain issues have been quite a problem this holiday season, and Philadelphia acknowledges that in a YouTube video about the promotion. Quote, "This is not an empty shelf. It's a holiday tradition waiting another year," a voiceover says in the video. Quote, "This year, turn that famous cheesecake into famous brownies." Whether you use that refund to buy a store-made cake or make your own cake or buy a store-made cake, pass it off as homemade, it's up to you. How do they know you're not going to go buy a cheesecake, though? All right, Anna, is there any more to the article? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not on the other chat. Let's see. Peter says, maybe Anna can show you our Minecraft world tonight. Mindy said, this instantly makes me want cream cheese. Brilliant marketing. Not live till noon. Just went on the website. Lisa says it's not live till noon. That's really funny. Mindy, that's really funny. Good morning, Nancy. Hi. Hello. And hello, Anthony. We've got Anthony, Nicole, Nancy, and Sheila all on video watching. Hi. Good morning, you guys. That is crazy. Lisa, how do they really know that we're not going to, you know what I mean? Like that people aren't going to then go and get cheesecake or still partake in cheesecake? How can they prove that? Peter, now nothing will do but cheesecake. Okay, here we go. Get any other dessert on us. You can't spread Philly, so spread the feeling. Anthony in Tennessee, hello, good morning. We're talking about the Philadelphia cream cheese promise that you can get $20 from Philadelphia Craft cream cheese for the next week if you submit a receipt to them. I actually just got cheesecake the other night in New York. This week I did. Now I feel really bad about that, but it was ricotta cheesecake. Anna, you're right. Now I want a bagel with cream cheese. All I want is a bagel with cream cheese. That's pretty much all I want. Anna says I have a case in my freezer from Costco. Anna, you could sell that. There's going to be a black market for cream cheese. That is crazy. Okay, I'm going to read this. A delicious cheesecake is a holiday tradition that many families look forward to. I don't feel like it's that big of a deal. Is that really something a lot of people do at the holidays? I feel like Christmas cookies, not so much, cream cheese. At Philadelphia, we believe these moments are a delight and pull you into the holiday feelings that really matter. So if cheesecake is on fewer holiday tables this year, we want to make sure that you still get that holiday feeling, even if it's through other desserts. If you can't spread Philly, spread the feeling. Lisa says, wonder if it's a cash or a gift card. As the website says, $20 digital reward. Here's the other thing. Can you only use it for other craft products? Oh, well, here it is. How to receive your $20 digital reward from Philadelphia. You guys, this is starting today. This is groundbreaking news. Is this a catfish situation or is this real? Exactly. Is it going to be like $20 in like mac and cheese? You know what I mean? Like what kind of deal? So number one, reserve starting on 12/17 and 12/18 at 12 p.m. Eastern. So the article was either wrong or they've changed their mind. So it still isn't live yet, you guys. Still isn't live. Each day, be one of the first to reserve your spot to claim a limited dessert reservation. Number two, buy. So first you reserve, then you buy. Once your dessert reservation is confirmed with a unique one-time use link that is sent to you, do not share. What? Buy any dessert with a date between 12/17 and 12/24. So for this next week. And the third part to this is redeem. We're starting on 12/28 at 12/28, 9 a.m. Eastern through 11:59 Eastern on 1/4/22. Good gracious, this is a lot of dates. Use your unique link. That was hard. To submit your dessert receipt for your chance to receive a $20 digital reward. That's interesting. For your chance to receive. And I'm thinking, I feel like people use Philadelphia cream cheese way more in savory dishes than cheesecake. Am I wrong? I mean, there's a lot of stuff people use cream cheese for that have nothing to do with cheesecake. I mean, my opinion. Let's see. Sheila wants to know how much Anna wants for her cream cheese. This is reminding me of Willy Wonka. Remember in Willy Wonka, the Gene Wilder one that when they have like the box of chocolates and they're auctioning off the box of chocolates. Do you remember that? And the woman's family was kidnapped or whatever, and they're like, "How much do you want for your box of chocolates?" And she's like, "How long will they give me to think about it?" This is crazy. Thank you, Sheila. Like mashed potatoes. I always put cream cheese in my mashed potatoes. I guess not. Okay, I'm going to read what everybody's been saying. I've been so involved in this concept. All right. Peter says they wouldn't do it unless they're going to make money off of you. Peter and Nathan are both cynics. Lisa says mac and cheese Christmas dessert. I know you're making fun of me, but I would. I'm a savory gal. But yes, people use it for dips and casseroles. They use it for hot dip all the time. I mean, do you just tell them that you're going to use it for cheesecake? I don't know anybody that makes cheesecake. Like, who does that? Buy it, sure. Okay, guys, let's play a game, shall we? We've been in our heads a lot. We've been reading a lot. Let's have a little fun. We're going to do a Mad Lib, which this is a lot of fun when people participate. It really is. At first, it seems kind of slow, but then when it gets going and then when we read the Mad Lib, it's fantastic. So Anthony, Nicole, Sheila, Doug, you can all participate. If you're listening, Lisa, Peter, Nathan, Eric, Mindy, you can go to backchannel.tv and type in. Anna's going to throw up what we throw up. She's going to let us know what we need for what we need for the Mad Lib. And she'll keep track of it, and then she'll put it all together for us, and then we'll read it, and it's really fun. So you can go to backchannel.tv and type in your answers, and I'll be able to read it. If you're listening, the magic word, if you're listening and watching on the Echo Show, the magic word is say. So you talk to your device and you say the word say, whatever the answer is. If you're giving a noun, if you're giving an adjective, if you're on YouTube, and the other things, I'm going to need you to type it in. All right. Lisa from Virginia. Hello. All right, Anna. Are we ready? All right. We need a noun. We need a noun and a verb ending in ing and an adjective, a family member, a verb, an ingredient, 3 more nouns. Just start saying nouns. Start saying a lot of nouns. Verbs, we need a lot of nouns. A lot of verbs, we need a lot of numbers. Ingredients, family members, adjectives, verb ending in ing. I think that's easier to do than going one by one. If we just kind of give, okay, Lisa says cheesecake. Thank you, Lisa. Cheesecake. We can use cheesecake. Running. Sheila says running. That's a good one. Fantastic. I'm going to say a family member. Somebody wrote aunt. Okay. Lisa says exploring. Sheila says stupendous. Mindy says puppy. We can also use the word dips and casseroles. We can already use stuff that we kind of have. Hurling. Or did you mean curling? Remember when we had the big curling? Adjectives. An ingredient. Is cheesecake an ingredient? No, that's like a noun, right? That's a person, place, or thing. Yeah. We need more nouns. We need more nouns. We need more verbs. We need more. We need adjectives. We need numbers, guys. We need some numbers. Throw some numbers at me. We do have puppy. Moist. Ooh, Lisa coming in strong. I'm loving that. Sheila says Ohio. That's a good one. That's a noun. Have I said anything? I'm going to say coffee. What else do we need? We need a verb. Oh, Mindy says 672. Sheila says 7. Lisa says 923. I can't wait to read what this is. Anna, what do we have left? What have we not given to you? Do you need anything else? Santa Claus? What are some verbs? Swallowing? Swallow? What's an adjective? Pretty? Is pretty an adjective? I don't know. I don't really know what an adjective is. I forget every time. Anna's going to tell me what else we need. Lots more nouns. Oh, a lot. And we need an ingredient. We need more nouns and we need an ingredient. Sheila says confident. Oh, that's good. Confident's good. More nouns. Airplane for the Wright brothers. Dinosaur. Okay, that's a good one. I like dinosaur. Oh, Sheila says cheese. Cheese is our ingredient. Lisa says clueless. Oh, Lisa. Fantastic. Love it. Mindy says ponytail. That's a good one. Ooh. Y'all are getting all creative. This is fun. Okay. Where are we at now? And no more adjectives. Okay. No more adjectives. She's like, we're good. Anything else, Anna? Anything else that we need? She's going to let us know. I feel like we did a good job. I feel like you guys totally crushed it. Dinosaur was good. Lisa says lip balm. I like that. I hope it goes on the dinosaur. Oh, sorry. I missed some of the nouns. Okay. Spelunking. Okay. Athlete. Is that a noun? Person, place, or thing? I'm trying to think in my head. India. Robot. Oh no. Lamp. I'm looking in the room now. Clock. Taj Mahal. Sheila says Taj Mahal. It's a good one. How are we at now? How are we at? How are we at? How are we now? New York City, Lisa says. New York City. Pardon me. Are you Aaron Burr, sir? Oh, you guys, here we go. Christmas baking. Can you make it a little closer for those of us that can read? This is a Mad Lib on Christmas baking. Okay, here we go. I'm going to read it to everybody. This is great. Every year we make cheesecake at Christmas time. Running has been a tradition since I was a stupendous kid. Aunt used to make most of the recipe back then, but I would always help hurl cheese. Now that I'm older, I make the entire batch of puppy from scratch. All you have to do is mix Ohio and airplane in a bowl until fluffy, and then add athlete. Don't forget the dinosaur. Spelunk them on a Santa Claus and bake them at 7 degrees. After 672 minutes, you will have the perfect lip balm. That was cute. Oh, Christmas baking. I like it. Yeah, that was really cute. And I think I say all the things too fast. I'm sorry, Anna. Poor Anna's trying to type it into the thing and make it all nice for us. And I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And just saying them too fast. I apologize. Oh, Lisa said, awesome story. That was really cute. I love that we ended up with the lip balm. And I love that we started out with a cheesecake, which we could all get paid not to make cheesecake and to make lip balm. That is too funny. Okay, you guys, let's talk about um have we been catfished? Have we been catfished? The best catfish episodes ever. We like to do a lot of entertainment on the show because let's be honest, we have a lot of time inside. And we are this whole society that a lot of things that we do are geared towards media now, whether it's on your handheld device or whether it's in your house, if it's a TV, whatever it is. So let's see it. Let's see the 30 best catfish episodes. I'm guessing, Anna, that this is TV episodes. Vignette, good morning. Hi. Welcome. Okay, so we'll have to see what this is. I'm trying to think of hi, Han. Good morning, Han. Let's see. If you we can breeze through them, and the top 30 catfish TV episodes. No, I want to do the top 30 catfish TV episodes. I think that's great. Anna has an update on George the cat. The only thing about George the cat is I don't know if everybody was here for the other day. You know what I mean? I don't know if they'll know what the heck we're talking about. Okay, so this is the TV show Catfish. So that makes sense. The Catfish show where people think that they are meeting someone in real life and turns out they're not who they think they are. This has become a problem with social media, with digital media, where people can connect and then they meet people and it's not always a positive romantic thing. So they actually have a TV show. I think it's on MTV. So believe it or not, Catfish, the TV show, is almost 10 years old. That is shocking. I find that really shocking. Peter says, I really like noodling, so I was hoping this was going to be how to prepare catfish. No, this isn't. But you know what? That's a good idea. We could absolutely do that next time. Anna can do that. She's brilliant. Okay, so it's been almost a decade since Nev Schulman and Max Joseph began helping to answer the all-important question, quote, am I being catfished? Each episode on this TV show, the hosts look at someone's online lover to find out, simply put, if they are truly who they say they are. Over the course of hundreds of episodes, Nev, Max, and Cammy Crawford, and all the other guest hosts have overseen some of the funniest, saddest, craziest, and loveliest stories ever to grace MTV, or anywhere else for that matter. They've seen, filmed, thrown, and lived it all, from Katy Perry to creepy middle-aged guys, from true love to frenemies and beyond. The show has spent a decade solving the nation's personal mysteries. And to celebrate, here are the 30 best episodes of 10 years of TV sleuthing for our viewing pleasure. And here we go. All right, number 3, April and Dean, season 6, episode 15. The list kicks off with an absolute classic case of catfishing, or does it? Our hopefuls in this episode, April and Dean, met 7 years prior in a chat room. Remember chat rooms? After forming a connection, they spent a whopping 7 years chatting, which is all fine, except they were 13 years old to begin with. And that makes them both 20 by the time Nev and Max get involved. Dean ghosted April at least once during the 7-year period, disappearing for 2 whole years with no explanation. He eventually resurfaces on Facebook, of course, but wouldn't you know it, he's got no cell phone or no other way of contacting April. Could this be more catfishy? And then it's just kind of isn't. After the usual amount of sleuthing or, whatever, they discover the truth. Dean is just Dean. And despite his generally being into a relationship, April seems to have a massive change of heart. So massive that by the time the 2-month catch-up rolls around, she's got a new boyfriend. Bye, Dean. Wow. Peter says, my rule is if you ask the question, am I being catfished? You have already made a wrong turn. That's fair. That's fair, Peter. But I got to say, I spend a lot of time online because of what I do. And unfortunately, it happens way more than you think and easier than you think. It's pretty easy for people to hide who they truly are. You know what I mean? And then when you come to find out, it's just kind of crazy. Okay, let's find, let's just do one more. Anna, find one that is like your favorite one out of this list. And I'll just read one more from, I cannot believe this show has been on for 10 years. And I rarely watch it. It's a difficult show because it makes that feeling inside where you're like, "Ugh, I don't want this to happen." It's the anxiety. Okay, is this one that you want me to read? Antoine and Tony, season 3, episode 2. This is exactly the sort of episode that underlines the need for catfish to be on the curriculum. Today's lesson: don't fat shame your cousin. Peter, the reason I didn't wait from the door is because I don't actually exist. I know exactly. I haven't met you. You could not be real. It's very true. I have no idea if you're real. So far, we were supposed to go to dinner and hang out with your family and meet all the people and when it's not happening. The ultimate catfish. There's no escape room. I'm getting catfished by Peter Richards, everybody. All right. Today's lesson: don't fat shame your cousin. She will tag you back in a big way. Poor Antoine had no idea what had hit him by the time Nev and Max rolled out into town. He's been speaking to Tony for 3 years, and his cousin Carmen wants to make sure he wasn't being catfished. So she contacts the show, mentioning that the couple met in a chat line. Yep, an actual phone, no internet required. That's weird. I've never even heard of that. Okay. Having called in the team, Carmen then leads them on a tour of Cincinnati's most attractive condemned properties. She even makes them believe that Tony is in prison before grandly announcing that she is in fact Tony. Antoine is crushed. Oh, and her reason for breaking his heart, quote, "You should have never called me a fat A," Kelly Price. And even in the catch-up, she's unrepentant, leading to a bust-up so huge that it had to be heavily edited. Don't mess with Nev. Whoa. Wow. 3 years? That's insane. That's insane. Okay, that's crazy. So the TV show Catfish, it's intense. If you're wanting to just, I don't know, I can't handle it. I really can't. Anna goes, of course, it's in Ohio. Also, Peter, I saw a picture last night of Thanksgiving, and you weren't in the picture. I thought James was you. Mm-hmm. And Anna goes, of course he wasn't in Thanksgiving from picture. I'm convinced Peter's not real. Anyway, it's fine. All right. How about we go over a couple of things that I think are a little shocking, where this is a catfish in a different way. Celebrities that are turning 50 years old. There's a lot of celebrities that are really like gorgeous and famous, and you have no idea how old they are because they do such a good job. Now, is it because they have a great plastic surgeon? Is it because they really believe in the products that they have? J-Lo is in her 50s. Jennifer Lopez. What was that? Jennifer Lopez is a smoke show. She is a smoke show. Madonna was for a while. Now, not so much. It's a little rough for Madonna right now. I am, of course, able to say these things because look at this situation. You've got to be kidding. If I look like any of them, I would be thrilled. But no. So yeah, there's all sorts of. Lisa says this because some of them lie about their age. That's true. There is also liars about their age, and you might be surprised at who is turning 50 this year. Y'all, Jude Law is turning 50 in 2022. Jude Law. I can't. Dwayne Johnson will be 50 this year. Okay. Cameron Diaz is turning 50. Cameron Diaz is turning 50. Holy smokes. And it's been 8 years since she stepped away from acting. Oh my gosh. Eminem is turning 50 in 2022. Eminem. It's been 22 years since Slim Shady. Laverne Cox is turning 50. That one I believe. Laverne Cox looks 50 to me. Lisa, 50's not a tragedy. I survived it. No one's saying it's a tragedy. It's just shocking that, like, Cameron Diaz is turning 50. It's just shocking. That's all. Sofia Vergara is turning 50, but I think she looks 50. I don't find that shocking. Shaquille O'Neal, again, that's not surprising to me. He's going to be 50 this year. That makes sense. He's been, he began playing 30 years ago, you guys. In 1992, he was just 20 years old. Wow. And it's been 10 years since Shaq has retired. Jennifer Garner will turn 50. That makes sense a little to me, a little bit, because what's his face? Ben Affleck is dating Jennifer Lopez and she's in her 50s. Ben Affleck is turning 50 this year. So Jennifer Lopez is older than Ben Affleck? I guess I didn't think about that. So does that mean, oh, Jen just turned, okay, Jennifer Lopez just turned 50 in July. His best friend, wait, hold on. Sorry, Anna. I was going to read the part about Matt Damon turned 50 in October. Okay, so Matt Damon's 50. Jennifer Lopez is 50. Affleck is about to be 50, and so is Jennifer Garner. That's crazy. Okay, go ahead. I'm ready. Oh, she turned in July 2019. Okay, whatever. Gabrielle Union is turning 50. That I do find surprising. That really does. I mean, she was in Bring It On. Do y'all remember Bring It On with Kirsten Dunst? She was 28 in that movie, and they were all supposed to be in high school. I can't believe that was in the year 2000. Wow. Billy Joe Armstrong is going to be 50. That's shocking. The Green Day guy. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. I find that very shocking. Gwyneth Paltrow is going to turn 50. I am in the middle on that one. I'm both surprised and not surprised. I don't know. Okay. Idris Elba is turning 50. He looks 50 to me. I'm going to be honest. I thought he was 50. Maya Rudolph is going to be 50. That one I find shocking. I do. I find that a little shocking. Okay. When she starred, got started in Saturday Night Live, she was 28. She was on the show 7 years. So Jude Law is about to turn 29, about to turn 29, about to turn 49 on the 29th of this month. So next December, he'll be 50. I mean, that picture makes him look 50. You know what I mean? Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with 50, but, at all. I mean, I'm flirting with it. I'm flirting with 50. Tracy, Ellis. Oh, Tracy Ross. This is Diana Ross's daughter, by the way. She is the star of Blackish. She's turning 50, but I see that. I see that. John Cho will turn 50. That's shocking to me. John Cho is going to be 50 from Harold and Kumar. Wow. And that movie's going to turn 18 years old. Beto O'Rourke, not a fan of Beto O'Rourke for a lot of reasons. He's turning 50. Toni Collette is turning 50. Well, I mean, she's like close with Cameron Diaz. You know what I mean? So I kind of get that. That's fine. I understand. Timbaland is turning 50. That makes sense to me. I can see Timbaland turning 50. Maybe also because these are all like my people. Oh, Lisa said, mind blown. I didn't know Tracy Ellis Ross was Diana Ross's sister. Yeah. And not only that, but Ashley Simpson, you know, Jessica Simpson's sister, she's married to Diana Ross's son. Ashley Simpson is, and they have kids and they've been married a while. And I think that's crazy. Can you roll that down? I'm sorry, I can't see. Thank you. Oh, Thandie Newton's 50th birthday is on November 6th. She's gorgeous. I always love her lipstick color. I know that's kind of weird. Anyway, is that it? There you go. They're all turning 50 this year, you guys. Well, 2022. They're all turning 50. It's interesting that Jude Law is going to get it in at the very bottom. So here's something that Anna wrote. Paul Rudd thought that he was being catfished when he was asked to be, or that he was chosen to be the sexiest man alive. His interview is hilarious about it. So that would be fun for you guys to watch. He makes fun of himself the whole time. Perfect timing. And didn't he just turn 50? Paul Rudd? Is Paul Rudd 50? I feel like maybe he is. I feel like maybe that's kind of something. Maybe it is. I don't know. So you guys, happy weekend. You've made it. Don't go anywhere because the Anthony Davis show will be on from 12 to 2 Eastern. And then you got your pal Hal from 2 to 4 Eastern. You can finish out your day with Backchannel. I'm so glad you were here. You have 1 week until Christmas Eve. Now, just a little thing. My trip got extended. Kind of crazy. I will be coming live. Nobody knows this. This is breaking news. Next Monday, 8 a.m., 8 to 10 Eastern is the show from Chicago. How crazy is that? So next time you see me, you guys, I will be in Chicago. Until then, like Sheila just said, have a great weekend. And with the ultimate catfish, Paul Rudd is 52. All right, you guys, take care. Mwah. Live every day. Don't forget. Bye, y'all. Have a good one.